channel, everybody. This video is an arm wrestling training video. This is about the pronation lift. Everybody's been doing it since Devin Laird's been winning all his matches. He's been doing it forever. I've been doing this for a long time. I seen it on his channel years ago. Probably one of the first exercises I started doing when I started arm wrestling. But I see a lot of people doing it incorrectly. I'm not hating on anybody. Nothing like that. This is here, so, that's the worst thing you want is to train this lift the wrong way. And then, one day you get into an arm wrestling tournament thinking you're going to do good, and you get smashed because you have no pronator strength and you're left wondering why. Because that happened to me when I first started arm wrestling. My first tournament, I got my ass whooped, and it was because I didn't train this correctly. I'm going to show you the way Devin Laird does it. It's the way I do it, and this is the hardest way to do it. The first thing, it doesn't matter. I see people standing up, and I see people sitting down and squatting down. I do it squatting down just because I got a shorter strap here. This is a martial arts belt, by the way. These are probably the best thing you can use to train this. They're really comfortable. They can take a good amount of weight. But pretty much, I'm going to do the squatting down version. Standing up version is the same thing. You just stand up when you do it. But the most important aspect is your arm in relation to the weights. If you're going to be squatting down, the weights are off the ground. This is a pronator exercise. So you want your forearm to be parallel to the ground. You want it to be perpendicular to the strap, because that's putting more force on your pronator. The higher up you are like this, the less force on your pronator. So you want it to be like this. You want to be at like a 90-degree angle, like this. When you squat down, I see a lot of people putting their elbow on top of their knee, doing it like this. Sometimes they'll lift their foot to help with it. You don't want to do any of that. You want to put your tricep, back of your tricep here, on the inner thigh, so the elbow is not resting on anything. When you get down in a squatting position, sometimes your arm might be a little, unparalleled. Well, that's all right. You just want to get it the right position to where it's as parallel as possible. And then you just lift back. You want to lean back, bam, like that. It's combining your pronation with your back pressure. And boom, that's it. You don't want to close your thumb and put your hands over it because you're using your thumb. This is pronation through the thumb. Best way you can do it is, the best way really, is to either make a like this, or you can leave your hand open and just use the thumb. Really puts a lot of pressure on the thumb. Another important thing is people will cup in while they do this exercise. Again, a huge difference. I'm much stronger. Everybody is when you cup in. Kind of locks your pronator. And again, that's the whole point of the exercise, is to make this hard on your pronator. You don't want to cheat your training. So the best way to do this, instead of cupping in, is to have, at least have a straight fist. But the best way to do it, and the way I see Devin Laird do it a lot, and the way I've been doing it, is to kick back. Kick your wrist back a little. So when you do it, it's like this, but you do it like that. You want it to kick back. You kick back, boom. And you're going to find that's a humongous difference. With a kickback and everything like I just showed you, the best I've done lately is 87.5 pounds. If I was to do it like this, cup in and do it like that, the elbow on top of the knee, probably 150 pounds. That's no joke. But that wouldn't be transferable to the table. I would have none of that on the table, and that's the point, is you want to be able to access all this power on the table. So again, you boom, and that's the way you want to do it. And then you don't have to lift it real high. Like I said, you want this locked in. I see a lot of people trying to curl. It's not about curling the weight. Arm wrestling's 99% about static strength. You're not going to be curling anybody on the table. I see a lot of people that think that, and that's why their strength doesn't transfer to the table. It's about locking this in, and then then pinning them. So you just want this locked, and you're just coming back with this locked to lift it. And it's only, the lift can only be a few seconds. It's just about breaking it and not losing your pronator. To me, if you lift it and your pronator does this, that's a bad lift. That's not a good lift. You don't want this to move at all, not a millimeter. That's the whole point. So don't go beyond what you're capable of working with. If you're losing pronation, that's the point, that's your max. You don't want to lose any pronator whatsoever. But that's it, guys. Hope this helped. Till next time. Peace.